Waiting for somebody to come up in here. Anyone. Raider Nation, where you at? Raider Nation, where are you at? Hog Army, where are you at? Hangover Gang and my Raider Nation. That's like the only two that I got and the only two that I need, right? Like that's the cloth that I'm cut from. We need to get some folks up in here. Let's see how it's gonna go. I see there's one person up in here, but I don't know who that is. And we just getting started, so we're gonna give it some time. I hope you folks are having a good Sunday evening. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope tomorrow starts off to an even greater week, heading into next weekend, so on and so forth. We're getting close to more football. We're getting close to more hitting. We're getting close to more touchdowns. We're getting close to talking more shit, talking more trash about the donkeys, about the queefs, about the chokers, about the 40 putos up there in Frisco. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I want to say real quick, I want to get this out of the way real quick. When it comes to the Raiders, you cannot talk about the Raiders and not mention Oakland, California. You just can't do it. You just can't do it. Yo, what's up, Randy? Can't read. Raider Nation for life. Randy, that's what's up. Hey, thank you for being up in here, bro. I can't call it, but this season that's coming up, I just feel a little different about it. I haven't really felt this way in a long time, let's say. And I'm not trying to sound like the rest of the guys. I'm not trying to do what they do. I'm not out here trying to be like that, right? And just try to just jump on the back of anything. This is how I genuinely feel. This is how I feel. I ain't seen it nowhere. I ain't watching no one else anymore because I just don't want to be getting little ideas and shit from other podcasters subliminally. So I'm not watching anybody anymore. And it's been about a week or so, right? Give or take. And when it comes down to the Raider Nation and it comes down to the mystique, it's all about Oakland, California, Oaktown. It's all about that. You cannot talk about the Raider Nation and not mention its original home. And its original home is Oaktown, Oakland, California. Peace to some of the East Oakland homies that I've known through the years. Big Feds, Poop, G, all them dudes I met over the course of my life, because being from Fresno, California, we had a strong Bay Area influence there. You know what I'm saying? From Frisco and Oakland, especially East Oakland. We also had an influence from New Orleans after the hurricanes out there and all that. LA, Long Beach. Fresno's a hub. Like a lot of cats from everywhere come out there. New York, Michigan, Florida. Texas. You know what I'm saying? Yo, 5 folks up in here. Good looking. Who else is here? I see Chelsea. Charles Washington. Yo, what's cracking, bro? What's up, man? What's cracking, Charles? What's cracking, Randy? I hope you guys have had a great weekend. I hope you've had a great time doing whatever it is you're doing. If you're working, if you're hanging with your family, if you're just chilling, you're just doing what you got to do. Hey, more power to you as long as everything went smoothly. That's what it's all about. It's all about keeping a positive energy. And when it comes to the Raiders and the motherfucking Raider Nation, it's always going to be the shield first, right? It's always going to be the shield first. It's never going to be a player. It's never going to be a coach. It's never going to be anything else but the shield above all, right? And people, you ever run into somebody that you had a beef with? I don't want to say like a beef where it's life or death, but where you're like, you're not cool with them no more, whether it be a friend or a family member, right? But you guys never squashed it. It never really got spoke on. You guys really haven't been in the same building to talk about it, or you've attempted to, but they don't want to. And then you immediately, when you do run into them, they come out with that. Oh, that's old shit. I ain't trying to talk about that old shit happened, and we never talked about it. And you stabbed me in the back. You betrayed me. So to you, it's old shit because you don't want to own up to it. But to me, it's shit that we ain't finished, and we gotta finish it. And when I say that, I'm talking about what was started when Max Crosby was drafted. the year that Max Crosby was drafted. Max Crosby was destined for greatness, and not just destined for greatness, my man and my women and men, ladies and gentlemen. If there's women out here, because I see men mostly. That's why I said men, but I don't want to offend anyone. But when it comes to Max Crosby, he was destined for greatness. The second he was drafted by the Las Vegas Raiders, then Oakland Raiders, of course, he was destined for greatness. Not just greatness, but bringing back prominence to an organization, prestige, dominance, the whole fucking enchilada, homie. You know how the fuck we do it. You know how we do it. Now, motherfuckers want to sit around and they want to talk about, oh, Aiden O'Connell, you guys are slow. You should be riding the short bus if you think that Aiden O'Connell and the Raiders are going to do anything this year. They're just simply writing this shit off. And you know how it is every year with the media. They hate talking about us. When it comes to the games or it comes to other games going on, a lot of times when they're talking highlights and shit, they'll just go right over the Raider game and won't even mention it. I've seen it happen. And I'll be like, man, it's SportsCenter. I've been watching this shit 2 hours. They ain't even said shit about the Raider game, even though I already knew the fucking score. But late at night, after I've had a few beers and smoked me a little joint, I just kind of want to watch the highlights, especially when we won, kind of relive that shit like, fuck yeah, motherfucker, shove it up your motherfucking, you know what, the whole nine, and we just keep going with it, right? But it's just one of those things with Max Crosby that I really feel he's one of those guys that changes a whole fucking franchise. Khalil Mack was great. Derek Carr was all right for us. He had some good times for us, but he had some really bad times for us, right? They were not generational talents. They're not like once in a lifetime. And I'm not just saying this because Max Crosby's a Raider, like in the physical form. I'm saying this because I believe he's a Raider in the spiritual form, not just the physical form. This guy embodies what it is to be a Raider. His mentality, his work ethic, his not giving one fuck, going hard or going home. Oh, Max Crosby's got a high motor. High motor, he's just a fucking savage. Y es todo. High motor my ass. A lot of times because the dude's white and he can ball, when it comes to being a defensive end, they always got to say he's got a high motor. What the fuck does that mean? Fuck the high motor, the guy can play. Max Crosby, the Condor, the motherfucker changing the whole culture, not single-handedly. When Pierce and all these other guys started coming in, all these guys are cut from the same cloth. That's how it works. You got to be cut from the same cloth. I always talk about that here, right? We got to be cut from the same cloth. And I feel we are cut from the same cloth. And I feel that Max Crosby, the Raider Nation, the Raider organization, Mark Davis, the mystique of the Raiders, Al Davis would have loved Max Crosby, right? Al Davis would have loved him, some motherfucking Max Crosby. It's weird, though. I wonder what year was Crosby born and what year did Lyle Alzado die? Because you know what? That's who he reminds me of. But a lot better, right? Hell, a lot more athletic. But I don't mean like the body style, the demeanor when he's on the field. The dude's a savage. The dude doesn't stop. He's in motion, whistle to whistle, and hard at work. He's moving. He's not just wasting his motion. Raider Nation for life, brother. That's for motherfucking real right there. Hey, bro, I'm just saying it how it is, Charles. C-Dub. I'm just saying it how it is, bro. Randy, I'm just telling it how it is. Let you tell it. O'Connell number 12 he's gonna shock these motherfuckers like I got my Fat Boy Shocker in my pocket. If you don't know what a Fat Boy Shocker is, go look up Hamburger the Motion Picture, that 80s fucking B C-list movie, right? Go look up Hamburger the Motion Picture. You're gonna see some crazy shit in there with Drill Sergeant Druden, better known as Dick Butkus. That character he played in that fucking movie was crazy, man. I can't even describe it here because they might cut the fucking live stream off. It's that bad. But it's one of those things when you're talking about guys like Max Crosby. Ain't too many Max Crosbys running around in the league. Nick Bosa's not a Max Crosby. Myles Garrett is good, but he's not a Max Crosby, right? All these other guys on the outside are who they are, but they're not Max fucking Crosby. And they'll never be, baby. They will never be the Condor because the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, loves him some of the Raider Nation. And Raider Nation, if you're down with Dusty Rhodes and the Raw&Uncut, give me a 11 in the chat. Nah, I lost the fucking voice. But anyways, when it comes to the Raider Nation, there ain't no one else out there fucking with us. I'm talking about as a fan base. I'm talking about loyalty. I'm talking about if you get out of line, you might get pile drive through a fucking table in the parking lot. And that's being nice. I done heard some fucking stories, right? And I didn't experience some shit myself over the Shield. One time at a Madden tournament, mid-2000s in Fresno, California. I went up in there. Me, my two brothers, my sister-in-law, my wife, and a homie of mine. And my boy Sal Moreno in Fresno, he'll remember this shit because he was telling me about it a few weeks ago. We go up in there, right? I used to play Madden with the Raiders back then, and we had D'Angelo Hall at the time, the cornerback, if you remember, right? We had D'Angelo Hall on the game. And I believe like Aaron Brooks was the quarterback or some shit, it might have been. But I used to just kill motherfuckers with the Raiders. And we're at that tournament. I was fucking drunk, got down to the championship game, lost, right? I lost. I barely lost. Well, the dude that won, that beat me, he was talking trash, right? And I said, bro, you got lucky. I'm drunk. I said, but if you want, I'll run it back with you for $100. And he looked at me, and I actually said 1,000 at first, which was outrageous. But of course, he called and acted like he could cover it. And I was going to do it like a dumbass. And my wife, my brothers, and everybody like, what are you doing, bro? You're drunk. We know you can still play, but you're not going to beat this dude. He's sober. He already just beat you right now. No, I'm going to get him. The dude comes back off the phone. He's like, I don't got $1,000, but I got 100. I said, all right, fuck it. Let's do it for 100. So everybody in the fucking place now goes back to the fucking TV. Me and him going one-on-one. Again, round 2. And man, I was killing him with D'Angelo Hall because I would put D'Angelo Hall as a receiver in the video game, and he had like 98 speed, and he was just outrunning every defender, and I would just throw it up to him, and he would outrun it, and it was a bomb every time, or underneath and running after the catch, and the dude couldn't stop it, right? Anyways, we go tied in the OT. It was like 27-27 or 31-31, something like that. In OT, I'm smashing all the way down. This is in 2004, 2005, whatever it was. No time left. I go to kick a field goal. I miss the fucking field goal. Goes into double overtime. He wins with a field goal. And then he still tried to talk shit afterwards. And my brothers and the homies, everybody turned that motherfucking pizza place upside down. A motherfucking riot ensued in that bitch. All kinds of shit. They called the cops. We had to bounce. That shit was upside down because all I wanted was the dude to give me props. Like, I was drunk, bro. I was drinking all day and I falling everywhere, but a fat ass buzz. So I was a little bit of slow on certain plays, but he still didn't whoop me. Like, and he was playing with the, who was good at the time? Was it the Ravens? Or it was somebody with a good defense. It might've been the Ravens or somebody that he was playing with. I forget, but all I wanted for him was to say, hey, man, you know, you're good, bro. But he kept saying, yeah, you're just, you're just not going to beat me, man, after he beat me the second time. And I was like, hey, bro, don't talk like that, bro. Like, take your money, bro. Consider yourself lucky because I'm drunk. Because if I'm not drunk, I'll get in your ass, bro. You won't even have a chance. And he wouldn't have. I knew what he was doing, and I just was too late stopping it. That's the reason why he was scoring and shit like that. I wasn't getting the takeaways. But anyways, that was dedicated to the Shield, my boys. That was dedicated to the Shield. Fucking almost went to jail for that one. The one that my brother did, though, finally we have that piece of money. Yep. Good coaches, bro. The whole coaching staff, right? I can't remember how many former head coaches we got on the coaching staff. It's fucking crazy. We got Caldwell, we got Philbin, Lewis, I don't remember Rex Ryan being a head coach, but we got a lot of coaching experience and head coaching experience on the team now. The coaching staff is just outstanding. It's just off the chart. To me, it's like an all-star team of a coaching staff, right? Like really, when you think about it, it's like a fucking all-star team of a coaching staff. And I dig that shit and I fuck with it. And I hope you guys are fucking with it too. And I'm glad to be here and I'm glad to be fucking with you. And I'm glad to be able to bring you this. Whatever it is I do for you, I'm glad and proud to bring that forward. The dog's bickering again. They just went out. They can't, must hear the neighbor's dogs, so they're trying to get out the back. Anyways, no. They ain't going to do that. They ain't going to stop my grind. They ain't going to stop my flow. And we're going to keep going. Raider Nation, are you in the house? If you're in the house, Hog Army, if you're in the house, what you guys want to talk about? Leave me a 1 in the chat. Like the stream. Do that for your boy, and I appreciate it. We're going to keep kicking this shit out like we're playing fútbol, soccer. A mí no me gusta el fútbol americano. A mí me gusta el fútbol mexicana. El fútbol, no fútbol de los Estados Unidos. Digo, no me gusta los de este. Man, I motherfucker used to deal with fools like that all the time. My homies would be talking shit. My pai told me, a mí no me gusta el fútbol americano. I'd be like, man, I don't like fucking football mexicano either. Fuck that football. He would tell me, but that's real football because they use their feet all the time. And I'm like, it is real football. I'm not the one that called this football in our league, in the NFL. I'm not the one that named it, motherfucker. I'm just going along with what they call it. Shit. God damn it. I'm sporting the Mike's Hards today, though. Sporting the Mike's Hards today. These motherfuckers, they ain't bad. They ain't bad. I stopped spending a lot of money on shades when my son was born 13 years ago. I had a $200 pair of fucking sunglasses when he was probably about 7-8 months old. He's crawling around. Got to those motherfuckers on the little nightstand. Man, I came back from the kitchen. He had them busted in half. Strong little kid. It's one of those things where I learned real fast. I ain't going to have no expensive shit around June if he's going to be breaking it. That's when the gas station lokes started coming out, and I started to be a big believer in the $10 gas station lokes. Here, your $10 gas station lokes, if I could get them with the little Raider emblem on the side or with the Raider font on them or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I would always be sporting those. And it's just all about the Shield, man. There's no one bigger than the Shield. When I see Josh Jacobs running his mouth and I see Josh Jacobs going berserk over there, it's like, bro, don't pay no mind to that. He's unhappy being over there, and I feel bad for him because I really like the dude, and I like his story and everything, and I can relate in my own way, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, out with the old, in with the new. We got a new season coming. We got mini camp coming. I really believe Dylan Lobby, everybody's saying it now, but I'm going to keep saying it because I've been saying it. Dylan Lobby is probably going to be the second best back we have on the roster. And that's saying something. And they still got Sincere McCormick there. Remember, he got hurt, and then the year before that, I think he got hurt too, right? Sincere McCormick. I've been wanting to get a look at that dude because he was a shifty back. He could catch. He's kind of like a Barry Sanders type, if you've seen tape on him and shit, you know what I mean? Sincere McCormick. I can't even see that shit, man. My eyes are fucked up. Hold on. Yeah, he is butthurt, Charles. Crosby is a fucking freak. You got that right. Man, Crosby's a fucking beast, bro. He's beasting, right? And Charles Washington, man, Jacobs, yeah, he's mad because no more Vegas nightlife, no more walking the strip all hours of the night, no more staying out late, no more none of that shit. None of that is gone. He's in sorry-ass, quiet Green Bay. That's totally anti-opposite Josh Jacobs. Like, the person Josh Jacobs is, that shit's the opposite of him. Green Bay, Wisconsin is not what or where Josh Jacobs really wants to be. And let's just keep that a fucking 100. That dude is pissed. He's not with the Raiders no more. He's not with the greatest organization in the NFL. He said he thinks he's going to win out there and basically that the Raiders are going to lose. So now we got a little thing going on with Josh Jacobs well, we at least got to win more motherfucking games than the Packers. And I'm sorry to say this, but I think Josh Jacobs going to get hurt this year. Sorry to put it out there, Jake the Snake, Josh Snakebs, old Jake the Snakebs. I'm sorry to put it out there like that, homie, but I think you're going to get hurt this year, homie, because when you come fucking around with the Raider Nation, homie, that spell going to get put on you like, ooh. You come fucking with us, you're going to get it. And now you're fucking with the Raider Nation. You're fucking with Raw and Uncut. You're fucking with the Raiders Raw Port. You are fucking with Mitchell Benz. And when you do that, there is no end in sight, my boy. Never that. Never that, puto. Never that, playboy. Let's see. Charles, what's that? Yeah. Man, thank you guys, whoever was showing up. Thank you guys, whoever showed up. I'm going to hop off and get back on in a little bit. I was just checking in with you guys. If you guys would like me to come back on, leave a comment. I'll come back on later. If not, we're going to do some videos tonight. I got to get back into my video mode, into that action, get back, get some more traction, and keep on moving forward. Raider Nation, Hog Army, Raider motherfucking style in this bitch. And you know how the fuck we do it, raw and uncut. Raider Nation, how do we do it? How do we say it? We out.